Hey guys, today we're going to look at load velocity profiling comparison. So this is one of the new features of Output, and to do it you're going to pick your athlete and then navigate to profiling. You're going to pick your measurement, so in this case it's going to be back squat, and you're going to pick the rep metric as mean velocity. Pick your baseline sets, so probably from the start or beginning of a training cycle, and your comparison sets, so whenever you want to compare against you. For Martin, we've just picked a couple of sets from two different dates, one at the start of his training program and then one at the end of it. And we're going to look at the comparison between the two and see how he's progressed. So really easily, what we want to be able to look for here is we want to be able to see that this red line is going to move away from the baseline and upwards, so maybe in this direction, meaning that he's going to be lifting more weight and he's going to be producing, he's more powerful with that weight as well. So he's quicker basically. And what we can see very easily is if we look at his estimated 1RM, previously it was 164 kilograms. Now at the end of this training cycle, we can see that this has now moved up to 182.5 kilograms. So massive improvements for Martin. And we can see that although he's moving weight at the same speed, he's moving more weight, which is more important. So we can see that his training focus has shown true in his results here. We can see this across the entire low velocity profile here because everything has moved to the right, meaning again, he's more stronger. What you might notice sometimes is you'll see this red line maybe crosses over the black line and might come underneath it. And essentially in that stage, it might mean that, you focused really heavily on strength training, power might have dipped off and thus it was a little bit lower. But for Martin, he's done a really good job here kind of focusing throughout the load velocity profile, so different weights, moving again with lots of intent and speed, and you can see that in his results here. We can also look at power and mean power in particular, and we can actually see that this curve is going to point upwards, and in this case we want to be able to see this curve go a little bit higher each time and more towards the right. And we can see exactly that happened here for Martin. So he's actually producing more power because you can see this curve is a lot higher than this one. So for 105 kilograms, he's producing 835 watts. For the same weight, he's producing in around 700, which is right here. So it's massive improvements. So this is a really nice way to be able to see how your athlete or athletes are improving based off the training regime that you are giving them.